Welcome to the Departure Lounge, where dreams take flight. On this YouTube channel, we're gonna rock the night with Quizmas Jet. We'll challenge your wit and your brain. Mania brings the beauty, it's a fashion hurricane. Battle of the libraries, the skies are painted bold. We'll take you on a journey, let the battles unfold. And in our live streams, we'll break down the walls, question the norm, and have a damn good ball. Come on down to the Departure Lounge, where we're free, we'll entertain and inspire. Just you wait and see, from Quizmas Jet to Mania. We'll make you shout in the battle of the live race. We'll never back down. We'll never back down. Battle of the libraries, the skies are painted bold. We'll take you on a journey, let the battles unfold. And in our live streams, we'll break down the walls, question the norm, and have a damn good ball. Come on down to the Departure Lounge, where we're free, we'll entertain and inspire. Just you wait and see, from Quizmas Jet Mania. We'll make you shout in the battle of the live race. We'll never back down. We'll never back down.
A huge thank you to our channel member, Jim Gemmell. All right. Welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna muck about the camera speed here because it's very hard to do this. I haven't done this properly yet. So, time for something a little bit different. Welcome to Dublin on the flight simulator. Welcome to a little bit of online virtual plane spotting from Dublin. We are on top of a vehicle today. Let me show, well, not that you'll be able to see it, but we are on top of a vehicle just to kind of overlook the fence. Just quickly do the rotate speed. Hang on a second. Zoom level, drone speed, rotation speed needs to come up a little bit more. Let's go with that one. You don't need to see my face today. This is going to be real difficult. This is going to be real difficult to do. I've got to try and manage the speeds and everything else. So just the opening bit of this is just going to be managing the speeds. But welcome to Dublin. We've got scenery and everything else. So this is all tracked basically on flight radar by give or take about 10 minutes or so. So yeah, that seems like that could work. Don't need to see my face. It's technically a plane spotting thing, so don't necessarily need to see my face. Sarah says they're on 10s. They are, but the flight simulators decided they're in on the opposite way. But we're also on the new runway as well. We'll say hello to people in a second. Not technically plane spotting this one. This is more so I can't believe I'm having to say this, but please bear in mind at least, this is obviously not supposed to be exactly like the same thing, like real life. This is to do with the program. If planes take off slowly or short runway, that's just the program. If you're going to mock it, I won't do any of it. Simple as. This is also not properly plane spotting, is it really? It's just basically based off of flight radar. But it's something a little bit different. If it starts to get mocked, I'll turn the stream off and I won't bother doing it. Also, having to control the drone camera with an Xbox controller is not easy. Dom says, can we zoom in and see what's on the apron? We can. You've got your apron there, but I don't know how much of it you can see. Hang on a sec. Hang on. That's as far as it goes. But we've got Air Canada, we've got some Ryanairs, there's British Airways there as well. We've got Aer Lingus A330, Air Baltic in the background as well. There's a Luxair -8. This is all based, remember, off of flight radar. So what you see on flight radar will either happen, I think it's 10 minutes in front or 10 minutes before, one of the two. Aer Lingus A320 heading out now. I've got it on 100% zoom, so let's see how this works. This might be zoomed in too much. This is all just testing for flight radar, also sort of virtual plane spotting. Up it goes. Okay, I'll tell you what. So we're going to mix and match with. I'm trying to get rotation speeds and everything else. I'm trying to get that correct as well to cater for. There's the Ryanair that took off just now. So yeah, just trying to get the rotation speed. Maybe I should turn the rotation speed all the way up. Don't want it to be too quick though. Whoa! No, no, no. That could work. Very quickly before that Ryanair goes out. Any more on the thing here? So here we go. Got Scandinavian there. Ryanair taxiing out too. Iceland there in the background. Swiss as well. Just something a bit different. Just let me know what thoughts are and stuff like that, really. We'll do this until about 9 o'clock. This is just more of a test at the moment. Okay. I think we got a bit too much zoom. I think we got a bit too much zoom. Very difficult to track the plane. Let's reduce the zoom a little bit here. I'll tell you what, if I zoom out to what it would be originally, which is about there, I'll show you basically. Here's the, oh god, here's the vehicles and stuff. This is what we are, air quote, standing on. A couple of cars here. We're sort of just here. I was hoping they would come in, actually land. But we got them taken off, so we'll give it a try. Sarah says, "Hey, that car park is spot on." Yeah, we got scenery here, and including the lorry, because why not? We could have stood on the lorry, but then it would have been a bit like, how do you stand on it, sort of thing. So let's go back to our zoom of about 96. I think should be fine. We might be able to see what's coming in on the other end. I'm not entirely sure. We've actually got a Swiss A220 going out now. Well, unless you don't want to see over the fence, then I can kind of, you know, drop it down a little bit, which I have done just there, which means we're still overlooking the fence, but who cares? It's not going to be accurate. Swiss A220 heading out. If you can help with flight radar, absolutely go for it. I'll just say a quick hello to those that are in the chat. Jim, hello to you. Wayne, hello to you. Gemma, hello to you. Brandon, hello to you. MaxiPad, hello to you. Sarah, Dom. I think I saw Benice. Yeah, Benice, Carl, Lee. Welcome to you guys. Here goes the Swiss A220. There you go. There goes the Swiss A220. Heading out. I'll just quickly, if I zoom up here. Sun is somewhere. There. So sun's got quite a way to go down yet, so plenty of light. Just going to zoom back down here. Dom complained about how high we were. Well, I thought if I go high, we can kind of have a look at the apron then. But now you've got the truck in the way. See that? That's why we're above the truck. Ryanair going out. Evening to Phil. Hope you're well. Ryanair looks like going quite long. There goes the Ryanair. So I think just a little bit different in regards to sort of, you know, this sort of thing. Got a Scandinavian 220. By the way, they're not going to be amazing in regards to the camera work, because I'm literally controlling the drone camera with an Xbox controller. It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to manage. Lee Class coming up with a gifted membership there. Thank you very much. And it goes off to Phil. So welcome back on board. Gemma says, I'm guessing you have to have the liveries downloaded for them to show. Nope. Nope. These are all liveries that are in the program. So you download FSLTL. You load it in as an injector. You set up the settings, which if you do end up getting it, I'll give you the settings that I've got that we're running with. And then, yeah, all the liveries are in the program. You don't need any of these liveries to show them off. Beautiful Scandinavian Neo. Departing. We've got traffic overhead as well. We've just seen that there. Traffic overhead. Haven't seen anything coming in yet. Unless nothing's programmed to come in yet. So it basically goes off of the the flight radar. So what's happening on flight radar at the moment will go into here probably 5-10 seconds late. 5-10 minutes later. Probably about 5 minutes or so, because it can't run literally live. But yeah, it runs off of basically what the aircraft do, etc. We've got an ATR going up now. That spot with the departure timing says Wayne. Might get a bit of a lull in play here. Might switch over to arrivals a little bit later. ATR up like a rocket. Anyone tell me where this is going? Please forgive the camera work. I call it camera work. It's not really camera work. Just forgive the drone action. Whoa! Oh. This is also what happens. Bosh. Oh dear. Oh, where did he come from? Okay, we seem to be having... Oh. So sometimes with the flight the flight sim as well, it will run this, like, it will run it like it. They'll have them coming in from both directions. It's really strange. So, yeah. Also, the actions for the landing are very much Ryanair the whole way. No aircraft flare at all. We're about to instigate a bit of a head-on here between the two Irish airlines. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, straight through him. Lovely job. So I wonder then if... So it's really strange. I've had this before with a flight simulator. Not just this one. But like with... I've had it with Flight Simulator X as well, with the traffic add-ons and stuff. They seem to... I don't know what it is. It's like there's something in the system that has them coming in both ways. It's live weather. It's absolutely live weather. I can't pick the runway in use. You see? I can't pick the runway that's in use. So it's kind of like the sim just chooses. So I'm just watching this Ryanair plane here, and I'm just wondering if there is a change, because I heard something in the background. I was like, where's that coming from? So I wonder now if that Ryanair plane is going to turn left. No, they're coming on 10s now. Very strange. Looks like a Neo here. In fact, it's not a Neo at all. It's actually British Airways. Ready, steady, bosh! Oh, the Embraer does that as well. The Embraer shakes. I don't know why it shakes on it, but it does. It vibrates horrendously. Where did that Ryanair go? Okay, so we're gonna get. Okay. So we're about a few minutes behind on this one then. Okay, interesting. So essentially, we're gonna get. Okay. So looks like. Well, if there's one way to show this off, I think this is it. So yeah, another one that you need to just obviously watch with this one as well is that the landings are that no plane flares. I don't know if it's coming in a future update or what, but no airplanes flare on their landing, which is like okay. And I can't sort of manually zoom out or zoom in with the drone camera, so apologies for all the moving and stuff. But at least because we've got the new runway here as well, they're actually using it, which is pretty good. Dom says, how did you get on with the 0% weekend? Did you manage it? I did. I did manage it, yeah. I didn't have a single drop. And I do feel a lot better for it. It'd be interesting to see how the 777 lands. Exactly like everyone that you will see. It will basically just plonk itself on the runway. Because it's not properly programmed to like flare and stuff, which is a little bit annoying. But I think any other traffic add-on on any flight simulator, unless someone wants to correct me, like with the next plane or whatever else like that. Any other aircraft, basically, they don't flare on any traffic add-on. They just tend to plonk themselves on the runway. So it is Ryanair landings the whole way. Dan Graham, evening to you. Hope you're doing well as we look at the tower at Dublin. There is I think this is it free scenery or is it payware? Can't remember if it's payware or not. I think it's payware. Payware scenery for Dublin. As Ryanair takes off one way. Yeah, Brandon's correct. If you test VATSIM will show the planes flaring and stuff because it's obviously going to be user orientated. So that might be one for the future. Brandon, you're VATSIM expert. You can let me know of any events and stuff, and we'll go to that airport and do it. Here goes Ryanair. There we go, as he turns. So another thing to kind of bear in mind with this particular add-on for the traffic is there are some models missing. I don't think there's a 757 in this one. I don't think there's an A300. And so certain sort of airlines and their aircraft will be different to what to what you will basically see on flight radar. Turning the wrong way, yeah, it's not going to be completely accurate. But it's going to do basically just a fly past. There we go. Fly past over the runway or over the airport, because that's the wonderful programming of this free add-on for the flight simulator. There he goes. What do you mean, who's talking? So there you go. I cannot see no face. There's no point in me having a face on here if I'm replicating a flight. You know, you wouldn't see my face if I was actually at an airport. It'd be behind a camera, so that's what we're replicating here. That's why we're testing it. We're like, cool, might be a good idea to try and do this, and we'll do this at other airports as well, other airports that you sort of fancy sort of taking us to. We'll do this on a Monday as well. It's a nice chilled way to do it. Nice chilled way to get into the week again. Euro watch-alongs return from tomorrow. Semi-finals. Something coming in now, but on the opposite way. The craziness of flight sim. Spain against France tomorrow for the watch-along in the Euros semi-final. Place in the final, of course. Spain against France. And then Wednesday, England taking on the Netherlands. Like I say, feedback-wise, just let me know. Let me know what you think. Right, so special liveries. I don't know if the traffic add-on will bring them on. I don't know. I'd have to research it. But Paul Hussey, thank you very much for the super sticker. That will pop up in a sec. There you go. Is it Ryanair? It is Ryanair doing Ryanair things. Here we go. And fucking here we go. Fucking plonk it, son. Whoosh bosh! So it doesn't show either the 737 MAX. So when you see a 737 that's got the split skimter winglets, it is most likely a MAX aircraft. So we're getting a whole buttload of Ryanairs at the moment. In fact, we got one that's landed. We got two taxiing out. ATR as well. Nothing coming in that side. So yeah, so there's one or two models that just aren't showing at the moment. Who mentioned the Iberia, by the way? Great shout. There is the Iberia. So there you go. Now you're seeing how realistic it is. There's the Iberia that's taxing out. Can't think who mentioned that, but Iberia taxing out. Wayne did. There you go. See? If you want proof that it's kind of tracking off of flight radar, there it is. can hear something. See the clouds, just make sure nothing's coming in. That's the problem now that we're going to face. So we also got the old school Aer Lingus livery, and we've also got Transavia pushing back as well, or taxiing rather. Don't know about you, I'm quite enjoying this. I'm quite enjoying this. Don't know about you lot, that's why I'm saying let me know if it is something you want to see more of on the channel. Another Ryanair. I mean, guessing game for you lot is to try and guess where it's going or where it's come from. Split skimiters, probably a max. So had split skimmer to winglets, it's probably a max 8. Wayne says, feels like I'm modding my other channel on Flight Radar, loving it. Gemma reckons Stansted. Hello. I think an ATR's just lined up and an ATR coming in. Sadly, it's on the same runway, same runway as the one that's already departing, and the opposite end, which is no good to me. Sarah says Ryanair 737 took off a few minutes ago to Seville. ATR coming in now. Split skim tours, yes. So there's an ATR that's just taken off. We'll ignore the one that's taken off. We'll watch Aer Lingus plonk itself on the runway. Bosh! Somebody mentioned Helvetic, it's in the background. And Swiss also departing as well. You can see just there, Helvetic is taxiing out. Sarah says the ATR is from Bristol. We'll keep an eye on the arrivals as well. So Swiss there. Bye MaxiPad. Try and stay clean. So, interesting. Wayne says that Emirates is touching down. Sarah says that one is to Copenhagen. There's a plane coming in here, which sadly is at the opposite end, so it's a little bit messed up. Probably not big enough to be the 777. So I imagine give it a minute or two. Sarah says this should be Ryanair, then Emirates. We are about to find out. Kind of looks 320-ish to me. Then again, I might be wrong. In fact, I am probably wrong. There is something taken off. We'll ignore it for the sec. In fact, that's Ryanair. What's taken off quickly? This is Iberia, I think. We'll leave Ryanair. We'll go with Iberia. About to collide into Ryanair. Going long. Beautiful. Let's have a quick nosy at what it was that landed. It was indeed Ryanair. Helvetic's now turning for taxiing out there. Old school A320 going out. We'll keep an eye just on this side as well. So nothing yet, but we'll keep an eye on it. Apologies for the constant back and forth. I know it could be a bit dodgy on the eyes. So it looks like old school Aer Lingus, then Emirates touchdown. So yeah, if you've got any places that you, or any airports you think should be a great idea for this one, do drop them in the chat. Lingus 320 up early. Still an awesome livery, that one. Wayne says got to be Heathrow or LAX. LAX can be done. Anchorage or Vegas, I think from Jim. I think Jim mentioned Vegas before. I think Vegas would be excellent to do. Amsterdam, definitely. Atlanta, definitely. Always very busy there. Transavia about to go out now. Keep an eye on the sounds. Swiss A220. Don't know if another Swiss A220 went out. Does anyone know if one did go out again? Here goes Transavia. Probably France, I'd say. This one's going to. Paris Orly. Pyongyang. Yeah, nice one. French registration, I would say Paris Orly. Now, here we go. Something looking rather big coming in, which I would guess is the Emirates coming in. Swiss A220 is about to go. Slightly ahead on the takeoffs because it's still second in the queue, that's fine. Won't be completely accurate at times because of obviously. So the traffic add-on gives you an option to have as many planes in the sim as possible. I had to have it slightly down to stop the performance going to shit. I think that is the Swiss 220 going off in the background. But we're going to focus on the Emirates that's coming in. That will literally plonk its ass on the runway. And this does look like 777 to me. So here comes the Emirates. As Wayne mentioned literally about 5 minutes ago. 777 on its way in. There goes the Swiss. Alright, can only think of this as the Emirates 777. Jim says St. Martin, see if there's an abandoned C-17 still sitting. Very good. Here we go, 777 from Dubai. Plonk! Bosh! Stick that up your ass. Goodness me, did that just go plonk? Right, Helvetic's going to take off through the Emirates. Okay, nothing coming in on the approach. We'll have a look at the airfield to see if anything is moving back. There's another Swiss there that I think has spawned in. There goes the Emirates after its landing. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of this whole concept, despite the fact that we've got two planes coming in from basically different directions. Like the idea of potentially doing sort of, I think Gemma said Atlanta. Atlanta sounds like a good one. Could be a very busy one. There's a good sort of place to potentially do, like the Renaissance Hotel and stuff at Atlanta, which kind of overlooks the main sort of runways. I think it would be quite good for this sort of thing. Alright, split skims once again. Is it a Max? Is it a 737? There it goes into the setting sun. As we have Ryanair about to plonk its ass. Boosh! Plonked its ass on the runway. Wayne says FedEx's main home, Indianapolis. They do have MD-11s on this one as well. They do have the MD-11s modelled on this one. Gemma says Philadelphia, the one place Turkish don't fly to. So, like I said, this was just a test. I would like to do more of this on a Monday. I think it'd be quite nice to kind of ease ourselves into the week. And once obviously the football's finished as well, we can sort of go back to flight sim as well. Tuesdays. Yeah, Monday for the sort of virtual plane spotting. Tuesdays for simming. Wednesday for Wayne. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. One coming in. Wayne says Dubai, seeing as it's banned in real life. We can go anywhere on the sim. Does any military planes show? I don't think so. I don't think so. My guess is this is the BA319 that Sarah was mentioning earlier. If I'm also correct, the BEA Retro is modelled on this one, on this add-on. I'm fairly certain it is. Or have I imagined that? I may have imagined it. In fact, it's not. It's the... Is it 737? 737. TTNA is not available, unfortunately, no. Another Ryanair coming in. About to plonk its ass. Here we go. Get them in the chat. Get the emojis in. 3, 2, 1. Bosh! Have that, son. Bit of reverser action there. And one in, one out. So the action is like, it's steady, which is decent. Some add-ons, they tend to get really like crowded or like really crowded, or you get nothing. Sky looking pretty decent right now. Heathrow. Oh no, can't be stepping on the paddock. Jilly! Oh, the virtual horses have run off, Jilly. Call the police. Call the pixel police. Fucking hell. So another Ryanair going out, and then it is looking pretty quiet. There's nothing really taxiing. Be interested to see if the UPS is modelled, because again, that's another one I can't quite remember. So all going a little bit quiet at the moment after this one. Beautiful. Look at that sky there, look. Beautiful. Povil Ryanair once again. Wayne says the UPS is 2 out, so we'll probably see that maybe 10 minutes time. If it is modelled. Ryanair once again. Bosh! Have that, son. There you go. Very quiet at the moment. Very, very quiet. So what I'll do, just while it is quiet, there's nothing really going on at the moment. I suppose at the same time it's quite nice to track flight radar and then actually see it happening on the ground. Let's have a look here. So we've got 2 Ethiopians on the ground. El Al is there as well. There's the, I don't know if you can see just here. You might just be able to see a bit of a peak. That's the Ryanair training plane. Or the old 737-200 that's now a training plane. Nothing's coming on the opposite runway. It's all just one runway. All the actions all on one runway. Manchester or Luton says Carl. I don't think you get booed for it. I think it's great shouts. It's definitely good shouts. What else have we got in the background there? Let's just have a quick nosy. We've got Delta in the background. We've got Air France. Norwegian's there as well. Granted, Dublin's probably a lot busier than this at the moment, but the settings I have on are like perfect for the sim. So I can't really go too much more than what I've already got. There's a Dash 8 there from Luxair as well. This must be the British Airways plane that's coming in. From London Heathrow. In standard livery. I don't think the BEA one is modelled actually, to be fair. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Fucking bosh! Have that one. Beautiful. There you go. Bosh! Maybe we could do an emoji for it, just for these Mondays, where it's just, you know, you see them plonk their ass on the runway, just go bosh! Another Iberia spawned in by the looks of it. So planes do spawn in on their own. When there's a space free, planes do just tend to spawn in. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's gone a bit quiet at the minute. Nothing really going on. Ryanair's taxiing to gate. I'll leave you with this shot for the second, and I'm going to go grab a drink. Like I said, get in the comments. Like, let me know what you think, because I think this is good fun. Definitely something different, and definitely something that's good fun. So if you do enjoy it, let me know. It's just a small test, because what I'll do is next time I'll go live earlier, and we can do one of these as well. Keep me up to date as well for what you see coming in, and then obviously we'll know when to see it on here if it's modelled. Pretty sure the UPSs are modelled on here. Let's just have a look here. What came in after the BA319? Not UPS, is it? Surely. My guess would be Aer Lingus. Mind you, it looks a bit big to be. Could be another Ryanair, is it? Could be Ryanair. Looks very much like Ryanair. Give you a oh shit! Give you a shout in a sec. Get the Ryanair emojis ready. It is Ryanair indeed. Here we go. Bosh! Nice. Beautiful. Just make sure nothing else is coming in at the moment, which it isn't. Gonna go grab a drink, and I'll be back in a moment. I'll leave you with the apron shot just for the time being. Just gonna go run and grab a drink. Back in. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's leave it there. I'll be back in a second. You can watch both these planes taxiing in. Oh dear. My chat froze then. Right, another 737. Time to go again. Lots of Ryanair emojis. Let's go. Here we go. Fucking bosh. Sun's coming out as well. Beautiful. Hello. Got ourselves a Aer Lingus 320 Neo on its way to departures. So UPS are definitely in the sim. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's in the game. Pretty sure the UPS 767s are part of the game, part of the thingy, rather. Sorry. Well, if it's not in the game, I think it would just miss it completely. I think. I'm yet to see otherwise, because I know the A300 isn't replicated. In fact, to be fair, this looks quite big, so this might actually be the UPS coming into land. It does look big, so I would say it's 767. Yeah, I would be very confident to say this is the UPS 767 with winglets. Here we go. So yeah, UPS are here with their wingleted 767. Here we go. Going nice and long for us. Getting bosh, son. Easy. Coming in way too hot. So there's UPS. Still going long. Still going long. Using that whole runway up as well. Try to adjust it here. It's going to run into the... There we go. Just trying to adjust it again. Give me a sec. There we go. Alright, Luxair is now on the move. Probably a little ahead of the departures, but technically, you know, at the right time. So UPS is taxiing out there, so at least we know that's there. Here comes another Swiss A220. Which may be sort of the one that actually went out earlier, but just respawned. Beautiful. Beautiful. Waiting to SAS on the move for departures. I can hear something. There's like a Neo coming in. It's one Neo for another. We'll do a quick swap over. So it is Scandinavian. Interesting. Bosh! For another. So Luxair about to go out as well. What else have we got moving that we can spot? UPS is still taxiing. No movement from over there. So now coming in, so we can actually focus on the Dash 8. Heading back to Luxembourg. Yeah, Brandon, you're going to be my go-to guy for the VATSIM stuff. Right, here it goes. Luxair Dash 8 back to Luxembourg. Beautiful. Alright, a little bit quiet now on the airfield. So UPS taxiing to its gate. To its stand. We've got a Ryanair, I think, is taxiing. 2 Ryanairs taxiing out. Scandinavian push going through as well. Dash 8 sounds awesome. It's probably not the best sort of sounds. It's not brilliant, but I'm always astounded by how accurate it can be with flight radar. Have we got any heavies going in regards to sort of on flight radar? So I think Wayne's on the hunt. What's the next heavy to go? Embraer coming in here, it looks like. KLM, by the looks of things. Did that land in real life? You did. Okay, just keeping up with everything. Cool. Beautiful. By the way, the sun, setting sun shining on the airport at the moment. Looking lovely. Sarah says no heavies this late. Next heavy is 2138 for the 767. What should we do? Should we keep going? Should we keep going until then? Interesting, that 767. I mean, again, the other thing as well is gate assignments are not correct either. So I think the UPS has gone to the passenger terminal for some reason. Oh fuck me! Just got it wrong again. Sorry, hang on. I was just having a nosy. Just having a nosy. There we go. Should we see if we can get the UPS going again, just to make it a little bit like realistic-y type thing? So Ryanair heading out into the setting sun. DHL 757 out soon. The problem is, I don't think there's 757s on here, which is a little bit annoying. So I don't know if they replace the 757 with something. I'll just have a quick nosy. Yeah, don't look it. Yeah, UPS has gone to the passenger terminal, which is always interesting. I don't think there's DHL on here. They are definitely on the thing, but for some reason don't have the 757s. No 757s exist on there, which I think is a bit bizarre, really. Just trying to get it right again. Not there, not there. A little bit more up. No, 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 no. There we go. DHL 321 apparently as well. An EMA evening could work. I'm only going off of like airports that I've flown to on the sim at this time, where we've done the streams and stuff. I'm just trying to think of like the cargos and stuff like that, really, that have gone, and what they've actually got in the sim, because they haven't got a great deal of cargo airlines, which is a bit weird. Wayne says BA City Fly pushing. Well, it is actually now taxiing, but it's obviously probably ahead of itself. Wayne says JFK or a Canada daytime action. I think Canada daytime sounds like a good idea. I do like the idea of Vancouver. Or I tell you what would be quite nice, like Seattle or something. ASL 737 in after 9. I think ASL are replicated on here. So you saw just then, you see that Ryanair one that just spawned in? So it will do that in order to cater for gates that are free, or spaces that are free, and aircraft that are due out shortly. Otherwise, pushing and moving, not a great deal at the moment. And you lot mocked Dublin. And you lot said you didn't want to do it. Heathrow could be the interesting one. Heathrow sunset shows are always good. Heathrow with the Asian sort of stuff that goes out as well would be quite an interesting one. And of course 380s. There is the BA City Fly. With another Ryanair heading out in a sec. Picked a good day to do Dublin with the weather. Brandon also, yeah, voted Dublin. Sarah obviously voted Dublin. I think it was a good shout. Got some decent weather. ANA depart Heathrow at 7 o'clock, so that would be an interesting one to see. I think so. Be a case of sort of where they get on and sort of like where you'd go for it, sort of thing. Like, so basically what I don't want to do is basically just do by the side of the runway. I kind of want to just keep it like you would do as like a spotter. So go and find the spotting locations on the flight sim and actually do it from there, which I think would be quite, I think it's a good little concept, because then you sort of suspend your beliefs a little bit, all the while knowing it's not real life, but it's nice to kind of suspend your beliefs a little. I think somebody mentioned the ATR. Here it is. We'll leave the Ryanair. I think the ATR might be in the new livery. In fact, it is. It's in the new livery. Someone said it was in the old livery, but it is the new livery. But it's still Aer Lingus, it's still the ATR. Can we do Riyadh? I don't think it would show much at Riyadh, to be honest. Beautiful. Ah, beautiful. The low sun now started to really beam on the aircraft, which is fabulous. So I think what we'd have to bear in mind is it would have to be sort of major airports. It could be sort of like your smaller ones, like your Lutons and stuff, which could work. You could also do what else could work really? A Bristol could work. Bristol would work as well quite easily. Then obviously like your Paris, you know, like, there's so many. If they get enough traffic here on the sim, again it's all down to flight radar as well. Whatever's relatively busy, whatever is relatively busy on flight radar will more than likely be quite busy. Barra, I don't think the Twin Otters are replicated. Don't know if it's something that's they're going to plan on doing. London City as well could be a good one. Could be a very good one. Plenty we could do. Here goes the City Flyer back to London City. Boo. I know, Dom, I know. Big old boo. Big old boo. Rome for ITA stuff, says Wayne. Got to think of time difference as well. Here comes Ryanair again. Fucking bosh! Nice. So you probably saw then the aircraft flickering with the light. That is because of the setting sun. Carl says Sydney could be a good one. Sydney could be a very good one. I think they're in their sort of winter at the moment, so the sun doesn't rise for another half hour if so. But yeah, anywhere in the world is pretty much our oyster for the flight simulator virtual plane spotting, as accompanied by flight radar. We've got Ryanair, looks like taxiing out. Looks like we've got 2 Ryanairs taxiing out. UPS is still at its gate. We've had nothing else spawning really. Delta's over the back end there. KLM's at the gate as well. Air Canada won't move. That Aer Lingus 330 won't move. Air Baltic probably won't move. Let's get the camera here, just give me a sec. Aer Lingus, old school. Bosh. Still a fabulous livery. Paul says Honolulu. That'd be a great shout. So, just gonna let the aircraft run here because I just want to have a look at the time and see, make sure we've got the right time here. Definitely got the right time. I'll just press it again. Hang on. Yeah, live time. Yeah, cool. Beautiful sunset here at Dublin, 10 to 9 in the evening. Beautiful. Jackson in the house, hello to you. Sorry, not Brandon. Gemma says could do a major airport with a different continent each time. That way you're almost guaranteed to see different plane deliveries. Absolutely. So that's the idea. So with it being in the evening, you've got to think time difference as well. So at the moment, you're probably looking at likes of like North and South America. Hello! Who mentioned DHL? It's a 7.6, not a 7.5, but it'll do. Where did you come from? There you go. Who said we didn't have a heavy? Yeah, Africa, things like Johannesburg. I think... would Johannesburg be light, though? I don't think it would be. Could be one of those ones you do in the morning. Like a Sunday morning sort of like stream type thing. Just to kind of have a bit of a muck around. There you go. We are going to get DHL go out. Go back to it. There it is. So it's pinged as a 757, but we are getting it as a 767. There you go. Didn't think we'd get another heavy. I didn't, unless that's literally just spawned in. That would be my guess. Some of the aircraft do just quickly spawn and then they go and then ATR. Bosh! Carl says Luxembourg for the 747s. Yeah, the Cargo Lux are a heavy presence there. They do show up, including the 747-8s. So there we go. We are going to get a heavy departure today out of Dublin. Helsinki in the winter with the snow. Honestly, I don't need to leave my house to kind of do these. So it's kind of like it'd be nice to kind of, you know, you see on Flight Radar, or as Brandon says, if there's an event going on VATSIM, and you see, so okay, quick one, just while the 767 is taxiing out. On VATSIM, these aircraft you see on your screen will be model matched with the aircraft that the human player has picked. So if somebody was flying a Ryanair 737, it would come up as one of the 737s on this add-on. And you'll see the flares and everything else when they come into land. I think that would be a really, really good idea when there's a VATSIM event going on and like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people go in, and we'll go in as an observer and we'll just, you know, we'll have the ATC on and we'll listen to, you know, we'll watch people, basically we'll judge people's landings. So there's a nice mix here. So I want to do it once a week for the minute. And then I'm going to try and find a way of fitting in maybe 2 streams or something. But our Ryanair, absolutely. We can rate the landings. And they wouldn't know because we'd be in observer mode. And maybe Brandon could fly to the airport as well. And we can rate Brandon's landings as well. So yes, there are MD-11s that are in the traffic add-on as well. But I'll stick to watching, he says. That's alright. But here we go. So what is supposed to be a 757 headed to Brussels has been replaced with a 767 on the traffic add-on. Saturday lunchtime could work potentially. Absolutely. How many more members are needed for a Bosch emoji? I'll have a look when the 7.6 goes out. Here we go. Wonder how long a runway this will need. Here we go. Bound for Brussels. Go on, son. Beautiful. Long. And lifted up right in front of us with a bit of a tower shot. There she goes. By the Lord Jesus. Off to Brussels it goes. 767, but is a 757 in real life. Fabulous. Imagine a whole evening of heavies. Do you know what? Admittedly, like, this is a really good spot. I'm starting to look at the like Dublin and stuff. If this car park, as Sarah says, is accurate, it's a very good spot. Very, very good spot. If you can get over the fence, it's a very good spot. I can hear it. Where is it? There it is. This one not so much. Oh, okay. I suppose if you, well, is it quite tall then, I imagine? There you go. 2 aircraft in one shot. There you go. Lovely. Belter. It's fairly high. Ah, okay. Probably not replicated very well here then. Alright, I will take us back to the ramp. No one, nobody is moving at the minute, so let's have a look and see what we need for a Bosch emoji. What do we need? What should we do? Should we go for the? Should we go for the? We'll go for the UPS, and then we'll leave. Right, let's have a look and see what we got. Emojis. What do we need? 5 more members needed. Five more members needed for a Bosh emoji. Okay, very quiet. Very quiet. Gives me an opportunity to run down what's coming up this week. Tuesday, tomorrow, France against Spain in the Euro 2024 semi-final. We'll be doing the watch-along for that one. Wednesday will be the Dutch against England for the semi-finals again in the Euros. Thursday, Wayne's going to be doing something. Friday will be on the flight simulator doing something as well. And then, obviously, Sunday will be the watch-along for the final of the Euros. Might see if I can get my old man involved if England get there. Change for a bush. Not many people like a bush. More of a Bosh. Yeah, quiet now. Nothing coming in at the moment. Which would be a perfect time to go, but we're not going to. We're going to stay for the UPS. That is, for some reason, parked over at the passenger terminal. So yeah, so in order to get in order to get the Bosh emoji, we need 5 more members. KLM is on the move. Brandon, no worries at all. We'll see you soon. Yeah, definitely nothing coming in. We'll see if that ASL 737 decides to do anything. Scandinavian 2 is on the move. Well, very kind, Gemma. Appreciate that immensely. Gifting 5 Departure Lounge memberships going to James Cridland, William Omerod, Ronaldo Alves, Andrew Pitt, and Andy Polo. Gemma, I have no words. Thank you very much. Super kind. And Paul as well, gifting 1 membership, which went to Janet Jones, 43. Absolute legends, you lot. So nothing coming in. I'm empty. Hello to you. Hope well. The likes of a Gatwick could be sorted out as well for the virtual plane spotting side of things. We won't do the head-on stuff. I'm not a huge fan of head-on shit, so we'll find a way to do like side-on bits and bobs. So Scandinavian departing as well. I'm assuming this has been on Flight Radar or is on Flight Radar or will be on Flight Radar at some point. And they are ahead of schedule. KLM we saw come in earlier. That'll be heading back to Amsterdam. Gemma says Scandinavian going to Stockholm. Courtyard, Heathrow is my favourite spot anywhere. End of 27 right. Or in our terms, it'd be the beginning, but I know what you mean. So yeah, so Gatwick we could 100% do. Gatwick would be quite an interesting one to do side on. But I'll have a think about where we could go for our next plane spotting trip on the flight simulator. What airport we can come to mind. Casters, will the UPS go out on time? Possibly. I don't know if the delays actually factor in with the flight simulator. Or the traffic add-on, rather. But I suppose we'll have to wait and see. As soon as that UPS does go, we'll go ourselves. Max number 2 says, imagine doing a Bournemouth spotting on this. There needs to be enough action for that. British Airways 319 also heading out back to Heathrow. Here goes KLM. Yeah, Gemma, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if it's the scheduled departure time as opposed to any delays and stuff. Here goes the City Hopper. Up like a rocket. Still nothing coming in. I wonder if the ASL I know are definitely replicated on the simulator or on the traffic add-on. So it's interesting that they're not showing up yet. If a plane gets diverted, would that show? I don't think so. I don't think so, unless it does after it sort of regroups. Like it will rejig itself, and it may show it landing. Because obviously it's not really where the plane was supposed to go, but they may sort of redo the landing. I've not yet seen that sort of thing, so it'd be interesting to see if it does happen. Here goes the Scandinavian off to Stockholm. Beautiful. Ah, what's this then? Is this the ASL? Is it finally coming in? I wonder if they actually go off the schedules, you know? If this is ASL, was it on time? Doesn't... I think it is, you know? I think that is ASL. It is ASL. Here we go. ASL 737 finally making an appearance. With your precious cargo. Bosh! Broken cargo now. Oh yes. Gemma says broken cargo. Carl given the Ryanair thingies. Just unfortunate that they don't flare unless you're watching it on VATSIM. Which we will do. Wayne says 21:10 but was 10 minutes early. So that tells me they're running on schedules. Which means UPS should be pushing back soon. Just feels rude to leave when the sun is so nice. The beauty of doing this, the European places in the summer, when it's I'm not entirely sure where the Emirates 777 parked up either. Unless that will spawn back in again at some point. Let's have a quick nosy. Didn't spawn in there. There's no Emirates 777 over the back. Interesting. Maybe one will spawn in when it needs to depart. Right, British Airways back to Heathrow, A319. So a little quieter again. We'll keep an eye on the time and just see if that UPS does push back at the time that it's supposed to leave in terms of the schedule. Wayne says Lanzarote or Tenerife for the evening rush in the summer could be a good one. All depends on what you want to see, really. Do you want to see sunsets? Do you want to see during the daytime? Obviously, if it's raining and stuff like that, I will still do it on the sim. Still do it because you might as well get the best of both worlds. Will we see the spray? Yes. So the traffic is programmed to basically have the spray on the runway when it is wet. Wayne says the BA319 landing. So once, obviously the one that came in earlier is just taken off. We're just going to keep an eye on any movements. You can just about see the tail of the UPS. I imagine at the same time as well, Dublin in the morning would be quite an interesting one, with all the A330s heading off to America and everything else. I don't know. I doubted myself with this virtual plane spotting, but I don't know about you guys, but I know it's different, but I'm actually quite enjoying it. The flight sim is something that's a little bit easier for me to do it on. Obviously, I live quite away from the airports and stuff like that. So I think this is quite nice. I think it's quite nice to do. It's a nice little change, and I think it's a nice little addition. It's very quiet at the moment. Very, very quiet. But we don't mind quiet. It's getting us more involved in the chat, says Gemma. I think so. I think it's and the thing is as well, it's a nice thing to do on a Monday where you can just everyone's going back to work on the Monday and everyone's like bleh. I know I was feeling like that today. What we got here then? Looks like a 320 Neo Aer Lingus. Bosh! So I'll get a Bosch emoji set up ready for the next one. Here we go. Here we go. So it is 21:17 and it's working on scheduling because UPS is now pushing back. Just there. I'm circling it with a mouse. UPS is pushing back even though it is delayed according to real life. So UPS is pushing back. Ryanair emojis in the chat. Oh, UPS is actually taxiing. Okay, so it's not delayed. Here we go, and fucking Bosh! Beautiful. Sun is glorious. Clouds starting to gather a little bit more here. And there goes UPS taxiing. Wayne says the DHL 321 out next. I wonder if they will replace the 321 again with a 76 or something. Not delayed. Yeah, UPS wasn't delayed. I'll have a think as to where we can go next. Surprisingly, if the football weren't on, I'd do one of these again. But try and space them out would be nice. Trying to think where we can go for Monday. Or maybe like a Sunday morning type thing as well. So you do Sunday and Monday. Yeah, it'd be quite interesting. I'll think about it. So UPS taxiing out. Debating whether it could be the last one or not. I'm half tempted to see what they replaced the 321 with. They haven't replaced it yet. ATR is on the move. Assuming it's come from just here. There's no DHL that I can see. Maybe they're not replacing it. Also, just for the record, I've been using the lossless scaling program as well. I've been hitting 120 frames per second doing this on the flight simulator. So it's definitely worth getting if you do have it. Gemma says the DHL 321 was in SmartLink's cargo livery, so maybe not on. So I would say, not that you'll be able to see it on small screens, there is a tail just here that actually has the SmartLink's livery. My guess would be it'd be in that livery. You can't see it because it is a long way away, but Carl says, was that a Eurowings by the tower? Do you mean over here? That is Vueling. That's El Al, and those two are Ethiopian. And Aer Lingus there as well, which probably won't move. So UPS waited for the ATR. So the ATR will go first, then it'll be the UPS. And then I don't think Icelandair will move. But the sun's starting to set now, creating a really, really nice sort of backdrop here. Look at the clouds there, look, right above the tower. See if we can just zoom out quickly. What number are we on? 96. Let's just remember 96. Here we go. Just give us a quick nosy around. ATR coming in, but we'll leave that one. Something brewing around Dublin at the minute. It's looking very f***ing tasty. Come on. There we go. Nice thunderstorm building up, says Jim. So we'll go for the last two then. As the sun sort of starts to set, we've got a golden colour here. We'll go for the ATR that's about to depart and the UPS. And then we'll get ourselves out of here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have done, please do smash the like button. It helps us out immensely. Get your last minute sort of support in via super stickers, super chats, or you can gift some memberships as well, so we can be on our way to getting not just another emoji, but getting some more people on board as well. And very quickly as well, if you wish to donate to the Cornwall Air Ambulance Second Helicopter Appeal, you can do so by clicking the link that is in the top of the chat. Helps the appeal out immensely, and we are getting closer to that first one. First 100. Doesn't have to be just the one lot. We can do 2 lots as well. Or 3 lots of donations, or 4 lots of donations of £100. It's entirely up to you. Lee's enjoyed the stream this evening. Glad you did. I'm glad people have enjoyed it. Something a little bit different. I didn't know how it would go down being on the flight simulator, but actually, do you know what? I think it's turned out to be quite nice, so we'll see what we can do. And I think it'd be quite nice as well to do airports that have some fantastic backdrops as well for their scenery. Here we go. So our penultimate aircraft for today, the ATR heading out. Carl gifting 1 membership as well. Thank you very much. Going to David Stoker. Right, last aircraft for now. Here goes UPS. Beautiful stuff. Aer Lingus as well, just taxiing in there after its arrival. Alright. Boys and girls, thank you very much for joining me for the evening in what's been something a little bit different. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Next Monday we'll do it again, but I'll come up with a place that we can go to. I'll take the suggestions on board and see where we can get to. Otherwise, you can join me tomorrow for the watch along of Spain against France in the Euros. And otherwise, enjoy the rest of your Monday evening. Look after yourselves and each other. And from us here at the Departure Lounge, it is not just a good night, but a goodbye for now. Take care, everyone. Embracing the